time. Tea lover and singer-songwriter Piper Butcher is here. Hi, Piper.
Hello. Thank you so much for having me.
That's all right. What have you been up to today?
Today's been pretty fun. I did have a sleep in, which is the one of many. To be honest, I love my sleep in. So I woke up this morning and I just sort of relaxed for a bit and went for a walk. And with COVID, how it is, some mail of the wrong address got delivered to me, so we returned that to the rightful owner. So I'm almost feeling like a bit of a hero today, to be honest.
Wiped a bit of COVID on it on the way over.
Yeah.
Nah, you wouldn't do that. I've been gardening. Look at these hands.
That's amazing. I love gardening.
What a grub. I'm a grub.
Grub is a good word. I use grub to compliment my friends. So yeah.
What do you like doing in the garden?
Well, my mum has a range of plants. We actually, it's quite a running joke in our house that we always like the terrariums because you don't have to do anything to them, and it's like we're gardening. But there's little packs of seeds that you can get from Woolworths and Bunnings and all that sorts of things. It's great to just sort of plant them and have that little bit of hope and just start from scratch and give it a little bit of love.
Yes, planting seeds is good. I put in a huge marijuana crop this morning. You wouldn't believe it.
Amazing.
I'm not going to tell you my location, so it's very good. How long have you been doing this music, Lark?
I've been playing and singing for 5 years now. So yeah, 2021 is my tick on 5 years.
Lovely, and you're obviously enjoying it, and you sing and play very well. So you've nailed that.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm a self-taught guitarist. I originally had my ukulele that I used to play when I was very, very little, and then as I grew, my dad always had his guitar, so he taught me a few chords, and then it just sort of blossomed from there. And I got my own and started singing.
You only need a few chords.
3 chords and the truth. That's it.
That's you, punk all over. Crazy punk young lady. So you can sing and play well, so you nailed that. So I guess it's promotion and gigs and songwriting.
Oh my God, yes. I say to so many people, and I think you would definitely understand, that the performance aspect of everything is probably only 20 to 30% of the job. And all of the things behind the scenes, I'm lucky that I have, my parents' support, and I have some beautiful publicists by my side, which are Stuart Coop and Karen from Red Rebel Music. So they're both supporting me so much, especially with my latest EP release. And so that's really helping me get the marketing and the social media and everything handled.
Yeah, Karen's always sending me stuff. She's like, play Piper on the. I said, I'm already doing it, Karen.
Tick off the list already. What are you talking about?
4 exclamation marks. No,
love
she keeps me aware of everything you're doing. So that's cool. One thing I did get from the internet though is the Kickstart, terrible named thing. Kickstart, groundwater Kickstart. Tell us a bit about that because I don't know much.
Right. Let's dig into that. So Groundwater Country Music Festival is up in Queensland and it's in November. And Kicks Country is a quite a well-known Australian radio station.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So that's where the name thing sort of comes in. But the Kickstart competition is something that's just only started this year, and there is a bit of a process that you had to go through that I went through myself, and you send them in a form and you put up a little 1-minute video of your song, and if they like it, then they'll show it on their little live that they do, and they'll show it on the radio, and then in a couple of weeks' time they'll decide a winner, and they're going to fly them up to the actual Groundwater Music Festival to play. So wow, I'm in the finals for that, so that's very exciting.
When's it happening, the final?
So Groundwater is in middle of November. So we'll be able to find out within the next few weeks who the winner is. So there's still a couple of finalists to be announced, but it's in between a couple of judges, and there is actually a couple of things that, my friends and family and fans can actually do to support me on that too, which is awesome.
So are you playing with a band or playing on your own?
Well, it varies from show to show. I've had a couple of shows with my band.
Oh, I mean with the Kickstart.
Oh, with Kicks. Oh, that's just me, myself, and I.
Isn't one of the other finalists a duo, though?
Yes, it is.
That's not
Lucky
fair. They should get
they've got
50% of the
harmonies,
points.
and they're beautiful.
That's not fair. I'm going to write an
Oh,
email.
strongly worded.
Just writing that down. Asterisk. Right. Email.
Love
I'm
it.
only joking. I understand that these things happen. Look, less things can go wrong with one person too. That's the other
Exactly
way to,
right.
because one of those might fall over or a string might break or anything could happen.
Oh, well, if you're talking about strings breaking, I have to tell you about one of the gigs that I did earlier in April this
Tell
year.
me.
I was playing for another competition, and on the first song, it was such a meaningful, really strong song, and everyone was really quiet. And like three-quarters of the way through the song, my string broke, and everyone was like, "Oh my god!" It was insane. I kept playing. Thankfully, it wasn't harming the song, so I finished the song off, and then my little speakers that I had in front of me just completely cut out. So it was a complete mess. I had 3 songs to do, and in those 3 songs, everything that went wrong could have gone wrong. So
No fallback. You got to learn
oh,
to sing without fallback. It's one of the best skills an up and coming artist will ever
definitely.
have.
Oh my god, yes. Especially when you're playing in like a pub scene or something, and you
Yeah,
only have those
you
speakers
sing
there.
in
Yeah,
your own head. Chuck an earplug in, if not 2, but at least 1, and then you can hear yourself pretty well. And whatever else the band is doing, and whatever.
definitely.
So you do play with a band sometimes. What are you going to say?
Yeah, I do play with the band sometimes. I've had a couple of shows with them, and I'm actually doing a full band show at Tamworth Country Music Festival this following January with the band. So tickets are
Cool.
on sale for that too, which is really, really exciting. So I'm really, really pumped to have my first headline show in Tamworth. It's such a surreal moment. So ready for that.
And were you sporting a Telecaster in a picture I saw?
Yes, my beautiful white
Telecaster
Telecaster.
Master.
Yep. So I've actually just started looking at more guitars to buy because I originally had a Stratocaster as well. I'm a big fan of Fender, but I sold that and I actually got a Yamaha bass. So now I've got a bass, an electric, and too many acoustics to count. And I'm looking at getting another Fender, but in my big dream, I would love to get a Gibson ES 335. So it's a very beautiful guitar. If you look it up, you'll know.
They're all good guitars. So what
Yeah,
made you look, we've got to go through these questions like influences because it's a boring question, but it always has a good answer.
true,
What
true.
was your influences?
Well, I have many influences from many genres, and I think, when you listen to my music, I don't think I fit straight into one genre, and I think that's where those influences have helped. But one of my main influences was Dave Grohl from Nirvana and Foo Fighters. So we actually went to a concert of his when I was quite young, and before I started picking up the guitar, and he yelled out into the crowd, and I was singing every song. I was just mesmerized by the moment, and he yelled out and said, "Kids, if you're listening, get into your sheds and make your noise and make your music." And I was like, oh, Dave Grohl was talking to me. Oh my God, I have to do it. So basically me and Dave Grohl are best friends, and and
Yeah,
he
it's
helped me
like
to
a
be
spiritual
make
thing. He
music.
looks a bit like Jesus too, sometimes.
Oh, I love that.
I mean, bit more chubby. But
Well, a lot of hair on his face, which I
yeah,
guess Jesus.
no, Dave Grohl's good. The last
Mhm.
band I was talking to had great things to say about Dave Grohl, and they were Commoner, which you probably don't
No,
know. But
I have heard of the name. To be completely honest with you.
yeah, they're good. They do different stuff from you, but they're still really good. So let's talk about EP September.
Yes,
It's now
the EP.
October, but that doesn't matter.
Oh my God, I missed last or yesterday was the 1 month anniversary of it already. Oh my goodness.
Mm.
That is ridiculous. But yes, September. I decided that I needed to get into the recording studio last year, and I've been waiting for the opportunity to do it, and it just felt right, with everything looming overhead like it was last year, and without realizing what was going to happen in 2021, I just wanted to get into the studio and get it done. And so I recorded 5 tracks, and that was my EP that I released on the 1st of September. I had 2 singles off of that with some music videos that you can go watch now on YouTube. Shameless self-promotion here by me.
That's what it's all about.
But,
Got to promote
that's
yourself.
exactly right. But yeah, so September was out and it reached #1 on the alternative iTunes charts for the albums, and #1 on the all genre album iTunes. Oh, #2, sorry. I think I said #2 on the all genre album iTunes charts, just underneath Kanye. So that was
Wow.
pretty.
That's tremendous.
Thank
Really
you so
did well.
much.
That really did well. Numbers wise,
Very proud of it.
you're going to be so rich. So you're going to flog this one around for a while, but you've probably been writing some more songs.
About, before the Thunder and Horny Your Thoughts, I really wanted to portray that as my first release, and then coming through from that, I wrote those songs a while ago now, thinking about it, and I had some time off music this January. I had a bit of a surgery, so I was off singing for 2 months. And in that time, I was the most productive I've been with songwriting ever. Just probably my brain was thinking, in spite of me not being able to sing, fine, I'll just write instead. So I have a lot of songs ready to go, and I can't wait to get back into the studio.
That is super exciting. And another exciting thing is following you on the socials, because you're constantly doing stuff. You've got the live videos. I've joined in on a few. I haven't joined in, like we haven't done a collab, but I've been watching you on Facebook videos.
Thank you. Yeah,
hitting the little button there and watching the little like bubbles go up. It's lots of fun. How often do you do that? As a regular thing, or do you just surprise people?
I do love a good surprise. I love the spirit of the moment, sort of feeling that I do with live videos. I do give people a bit of notice. It's really important for people to sort of prepare that time. So, the other night I looked at my Instagram and I was thinking, you know what, I really need to post something. And then I thought for another couple of seconds and I thought, hold on a sec, why don't I just do a live video in a couple of days? Let's just have some fun with it. So I'm doing a live video very soon, and doing that on Facebook and Instagram, which is super exciting too. So it's going to be great to have both of those platforms readily available.
I'm just looking at your Instagram here, and you've been having a hell of a fun time.
Lots of fun, yes.
Doing lots of stuff. And do you know Molly Millington follows you? Did you know that?
Yes. Oh, Molly is a fantastic friend. We go back years.
I've got to get an interview with her. Will you tell her to give me an interview if she's got time and if she doesn't mind?
Definitely. My God. Molly is absolutely beautiful. She's a fantastic and funny person too. She has so much character.
Ringmaster almost ruined my life. That single, because I just couldn't get it out of my head. I wake up in the middle of the night. It was there. I stop at work. It was there. It was crazy.
Well, I'm that way with Circus Animal, one of her other songs. That song is always in my head.
Yes, she's good. There's so much fantastic female. It's not important that they're female, but they just happen to be Aussie talent coming up right at the moment, isn't there? Like there's lots.
There is so many of us, sort of emerging into the scene. And, I'm really grateful to have a really, a big support network of people that are like-minded like me, all the way in Australia and around the world too. So it's great to connect.
Yeah. Do you think you'll be doing anything more live streamy wise? Or are you just waiting for things to open up to be actually live?
Well, I would like to do a couple of more live streams. To be completely honest, I mean it's one of my favorite ways to connect with people, even if we're still doing live music. But I am looking to get back into gigs as well, and that's really, really important for me. I've been cramped up in this house for way too long, and I'm just ready to go out and just have a party and have a sing. So I think that's the thing that I'm mostly looking forward to.
Grab a Telecaster and hit the road. That's what you got to do.
It's on.
We almost got this bug licked, Piper. What other gigs are coming up? Is it just the one at Tamworth? Is that the main one?
That's the most prominent for me coming up in the next few months. Although when lockdown is lifted here in Newcastle and everything else is starting to come back down, and I resume my normal gigs, I will be doing a couple of them and announcing them. But another big thing that I have in January is actually the Wickham Blues and Roots Festival at Wickham Park Hotel here in Newey, and so Diesel, Ash Grunwald, and Russell Morris are headlining that, and I'll be playing there as well. So that's a little bit earlier in January than my full band show. So
Russell Morris, he must be 85 years old.
I saw him a few years ago, and I don't
He's
think
great.
he's like, once he got to like a certain age, he's just
He's great. He's great. And Diesel and Ash are also fantastic. I've seen Diesel a couple of times. He's good.
Oh, he's amazing. I've been fortunate enough
Mark?
to actually.
It's Mark,
Yeah.
isn't it? I don't know what you should call him. Just call him Mr.
Oh,
Diesel.
well, the awkward thing was when I opened for him a few times actually at Lazot's, it was quite awkward meeting him for the first time. I didn't know what to say and how to talk to him. So that was pretty funny.
I think he's pretty down to earth, isn't he?
He's amazing.
Good though, handsome back in the day. Boy, wow.
Yes, with all that hair, my God.
He was gorgeous. But anyway, look, we don't want to talk about Russell and Diesel and Molly. We're going to talk about Piper, and let's wrap it up in a nice, neat bow. September is the EP you need to buy. If you can't afford to buy it, play every song multiple times. Catch up with Piper on the socials because it's a real fun time. I think that's where I've said to myself, I go talk to this young lady. She's fun and she's got a great voice and plays well, and I'm going to support her as hard as I can. Anything else to add? Anything else to add in?
No, other than that, no. I'm just really grateful to have a chat to you. It's fantastic connecting, and I hope everyone have as much fun that I have. Even if you just see stuff on my social media, it's always good to have a laugh here and there.
I think there's going to be a big explosion in live music when we get back properly, don't we?
And, I think it's going to be a riot.
Yeah, it is going to be a riot. I mean, even before Delta got going, I seen like a load of management groups and stuff like that were just ramping up a lot of mini festivals, 10 and 12 daily things that were just for a day and stuff like that, and then bam, they just all got
anything
smashed.
possible.
But
definitely.
We're coming back big. We can't be stopped, can we, Piper?
Never, ever.
Okay, thanks, mate. Let's talk again later when more things are happening.
Sounds awesome.